Okay, you guys, I just wanted to go a little bit because it was a big event for a lot of releases this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then, like we do every time, I always do our prayer. So thank you for coming to the Wisdom Circles. And we are going to continue on this journey of healing and growing into the beautiful light spirits that we are and souls. So here we go with the protection prayer. Wisdom, sorry, divine spirit, we gather here in light of love and truth. We call upon the light of protection to surround and hold this sacred space. May it shield each of us, body, mind, and soul, as open to the wisdom. We invite our spirit guides, loving ancestors, and benevolent angels to join us. Walk with us and seek truth, insight, and healing. Grant us the clarity to receive what is most needed at this time. For our highest good, the good of our families, our communities, and this earth, we open our hearts a portal of remembrance where wisdom flows freely, and even our challenges become sacred teachers. We open our hearts, we release fear, we step into the divine remembrance. And so it is. Amen. Aho Ashe. And then here's the Archangel Michael prayer, directly connected to the divine and to all that is. We now call upon Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please come in and connect with us now. We ask that you protect us, uplift us, and inspire us to live in alignment with our highest and greatest good. Surround us with your wings of love and stand before us, blessing our energy with your angelic qualities of strength, courage, and truth. Please clear our energy and vibration, completely releasing all negative energy, limiting beliefs, fears, illusions, and negative energetic imprints present in our energy and physical being. Please release all that is blocking us from fully, completely experiencing the love and light present in every moment. Release all that no longer serves us into the light of the divine and fill the void with unconditional love, light, and compassion. Archangel Michael, we ask that you use the sword of light to cut away all doubt, fear, guilt, or negativity which is around us. Cut any and all cords which are draining our energy and vitality across the lines of time. And assist us in reintegrating our light and personal power which has been drained back into our being now. Please guide us on our path and help us to accomplish our authentic purpose according to divine will for the highest and greatest good. And so it is, we thank you. Amen. All right, you guys, let's see what the Wisdom Circle has for us today. I want to thank everyone for being here and joining us for the Wisdom Circle community. We'll see what Spirit has to say. Okay, so what? Hey, wow! Already off the bat, I told you things are gonna be good. This eclipse that we um are moving for out of, it was a big one, just to let you know. It was more of about a release than actually manifesting, and you're moving forward. All right, so interesting, very interesting. This is going to be a very interesting read. Let's see what Spirit has to say about it. So right off the bat, right now we have positive moving forward and moving on. So things that you've been waiting for are coming to a completion. You're moving forward into a new. I just this funny because they're saying new channel, new a new. The channel is like following that path of the boat, moving on, continuing moving forward, being more free in your life than you ever have before, leaving a lot of the heaviness and realizing not to be afraid of and have fear, but just love, because in the I'm just gonna have to say in the grace, if you believe in God, the divine, knowing that things are happening for a reason. Sometimes you have to step back and realize, take a look at the whole picture, and understand what part are they playing. Are they here to teach you patience? Are they here to teach you grace? Are they here to teach you um, about yourself and how you react? Communication, um, friendships, partnerships. A lot of things if they're not going right, What are you changing to better your life? So this is about movement forward in your life, and wanting and not wanting, but they're saying seeing things in a different light, and not being so reactive to your life, but being really patient. And it's like they're showing me, look, he's sailing into but in a gentle way. So your life is becoming more gentler. That's what they're showing me. You may not seem right now because you're coming out of this and entering your new life. Because look at, you're moving on. You're moving on from these things of lack. I'm hearing lack, or even feeling not connected to even yourself or your source, or I'm hearing even community. That's the thing, is you're moving towards it. You're moving towards a beautiful community, and that means material and spiritual prosperity, being graced with that, understanding that because you stayed in your faith and your knowing and keeping moving forward, and you haven't let anything down. And look, they're showing me this. Even in your darkest moment, you still have light, and you stood with it. And now you're going to see the rewards that you, because you keep moving forward, and you're continuously moving forward into your life. So what this means. This is what you have to look over what you've created. They're even looking back at your life and the beauty of it, but also um, your faith is getting stronger. Prosperity. So things are starting to move forward. It's like you get a chance to breathe and look at everything you created and what is coming for you in a continuous manner. They're showing it's continuous. It's bringing you balance, the direction you're going. So if you're having fears or doubts or things that are not moving for you, or are not, this is actually bringing you balance in your life. They are moving forward. You're starting to feel a little bit more things going to move, a little more connections. Do not be afraid, because look, there is harmony coming with this. The people that you are meeting, there's some that are going to be in your relationships are getting stronger. You're going to feel more connected in your heart, that you can look at the other person and say, if you're with that person, that is your heart center, your true soul, your life partner. I'm hearing that this is a connection. People do like them. I always see the flowers as community, that this person that's coming in, or you are with, you are honored by community, that it is a healthy relationship. It is honored. If you aren't in a relationship, you are going to have that. But the person that walks in is going to be an honorable person, I hear. You've done a lot of sacrificing in your life. You felt like you were sometimes they're like days you felt like you were walking through mud, but you see, here's the thing. They're saying you always were never going under. It might have been in certain days that it could have felt like quicksand, like you couldn't get through it, or things were just like, oh my gosh, there's one thing after another. I'm walking through this quicksand. But here's the thing: times are changing. You have sacrificed a lot. Now you're rising above the darkness, the mud, the sludge, anything that has come in your way. You have risen above it, and that's a reward. You're going to be rewarded because of that. Here we go. We have triumph and success. Things that you have been waiting for, or you haven't, or trying, they're moving out, and you will be successful. Any connections with you want to, thank you. The message I'm receiving right now is, even you're feeling like you haven't had a connection to sometimes yourself, faith, source, all that is going to be working you. It's aligning for you. Again, the balance is coming, and you're going to be aligned. You're walking towards, and you're moving through things that are no longer serving you. It's almost like they're telling me also, you're weeding out things that don't work for you, or even for business, home, work, school, whatever you're in. You're starting to learn how to weed things out much quicker and move through them, and you are going to be successful and triumph through everything. There may be a disruption, and the disruption, actually, I want you to not panic at anything that is, you kind of feel like something. Okay, I'm hearing, even like if you felt like the rug got pulled out from you. No, no, no. They're saying, actually, do not be reactive. Take a deep breath, because this is a movement of getting things out that aren't gonna. This, I'm almost hearing like whatever project or something was going to be sabotaged, if this entity, person, whatever business was going to be a part of it. It's like it's not lost. I'm hearing it's not lost, but there's like different players at hand. I'm not making sure, but this is also continuing with not just business, that this is like relationships or even a family, or like you're getting rid of I have to say, moving out of what even people are around you, friendships. You once, if you thought of a friendship that was very close, it may not, and it's actually bringing to light what was you. It's almost like what you were avoiding. So things right now are avoidance. Right now, it's bringing to light so you can move forward what your true self is, because then you become balanced and you stay within yourself. You're balanced. Because look, with this disruption is asking you, do not panic, take a step back. Be the emotional withdrawal is take, hey, just take maybe a 5 minute statement to look at the situation, really look at it and see. It's almost like I think I remember saying pivot. They're saying again, you're pivoting. You're that basketball player. You're on the offense, not defense of your life. You're going to pivot through anything that comes your way. Any disruption is actually, you're going to start saying thank you, because you're actually sometimes do not want to move through something. You want to, it's like almost like you're always wanting to fix it, or you can make it better, or honoring someone in some ways. But they're saying, no, you're going to actually let them go, because you can see the big picture and what it is best for you and connected to you. You can move forward because look, and that brings you success. The flow of this is also the flow of water's energy. So energy through your body, through your life is going to start to feel much more fulfilled in your life once you start to move through the things that are no longer working for you, and not panicking if something you thought was supposed to work out with a certain person or a certain community or a certain group. I'm even giving like even if something was changed, like a class or something, or if you were going to take a class, um, if it did not work out, it was not at that time. It's because you're moving forward to something else. Or you having doubts about changing classes. I hear don't doubt that you were in the right to do that. So because what it is bringing you closer to what you want, your fulfillment of wishes. A relationship moving, yeah, because the new relationships are coming in, the right ones that you have created, the energy, the flow that you have been putting into it. um if you have been working on a project, or things are going to start to come together, like I said, it's going to flow. It's going to be overwhelming because I'm hearing more than one's coming, more than one project, more than one opportunities. It might be very overwhelming, so don't be afraid of that. uh, you have victory and success. So if you had any fear something wasn't going to work out, or a relationship wasn't going to work out, this is how they're showing it to me. It may not have worked out, but there's going to be still a victory and success within it, because that person that may have you thought that might have been with you're supposed to be with, they're showing me it's not like it's ending, and whatever was like the energy. I'm trying to see how they're showing me whatever projects, like someone, it's like they move out, someone comes in, because look at, you have partnerships and alliance right behind that. It ends with partnerships and alliance. So this is telling me you have created something. It may not be with that particular person, but it doesn't end. Something is coming in right behind it, the right people that continue this project. There's also continuation of communities that are coming in for you, connection to source. I'm hearing so like also if you had started your practice, if you're starting to really start to think about connecting to spirits or connecting to self, I'm hearing a lot of any work. If you've been trying to do that, or you've got, it's going to be very victorious on that. Continue on your healing path of continuing to see who you are. um I'm hearing it brings you freedom on a lot of the things that you are doing and making uh, corrections. I'm hearing corrections in your life, and not to be put yourself down that you made some wrong decisions along the path. There are no wrong decisions, to be honest with you. You have, it's like some of us, like, I have to say, I'm talking to me, because I'm saying I've done things where I knew if I did this path what the consequences, but I wanted to experience. I chose to experience that, so I don't have to be shamed or have any resentment or anger towards that person, because I chose it. Right? When you realize that, that's your growth. That when you realize you take responsibility for your action, that's your growth. So you're going to be successful in everything you do. The success of a project, the success of a relationship, a success, and I'm hearing also a new relationship because sometimes that old moves out for the new to come in of what you truly wanted, the heart centered work. Do not be afraid because the partnerships and alliances with really community, a community out like coming together, new business partners I'm hearing, but it's also it's not new in the sense they're continuing a vision. It's like continuing a vision without any and then, like, I'm hearing, like, difficulties any longer. The things are gonna start to get I'm hearing streamlined, I just heard the word streamlined, much easier in these people that are coming in, also, it's almost like it's funny because 'cause I'm hearing even if you were a business or a, this not only that, but relationships, but, um, it's like I'm hearing community, like, a lot more people are coming in and more aligned where you are and helping you. I'm hearing also, don't be afraid to ask. You're not alone in this world. You're not alone to do any projects. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for. I'm hearing even saying it out loud. The type of community you want for yourself. I'm gonna see what my spellcast. Let's see what they have to say. I love these ones. Has a lot of freedom in this. Right off the bat, you guys. So if you were worried about something not coming through, money's not flowing, the things are not coming, you have prosperity coming. Keep your faith strong. Know that if you look toward your past and certain things didn't work out, but then all of a sudden they did, you're like, oh my gosh, not in the way that I wanted it, but the way they did, and it was always prosperous. Even if it's like you needed that $5, that $10, some way you always were prosperous. One way or another, your life was going to be more abundant in your life. It's flowing in. It's like it brings you freedom. And the prosperity could be the people that you hang out with. That's what they said. The people that are coming in community, a prosperous community because they have the vision you have, the prosperous unions, not just a money flow. I'm getting big money flow for everyone. Things are shifting. Do not panic. Things are going to start looking up. The more you stay in your light and see things for what they are, like what you truly want in your heart, that's the vision that you want to keep because it's prosperous. It brings you freedom. It brings the stress. It reduces the stress when you continue to stay in your light. Here's the thing I just heard when you get a moment of doubt, just remember to breathe and recenter yourself and ground yourself and know your true where I'm hearing your inner compass where you're going and what is coming towards you, what you truly want in your heart. Right now it's being called to be in your heart because look at family. There are some that are gonna have a family. That's what I'm getting. Are going towards a family. Their families are growing. Their families are safe. Their families are a union. Either you are leaving a family, but all the what you're doing is you're gaining one. That's also my hearing. Whatever the transfer, there is a gain for this, but it brings freedom and at ease, right? No more long see there it's like everyone here what I'm also hearing is like family in the like even extended you're coming together extended family you everyone is starting to see the light. It's almost like if you had some strife there are coming in with some love and togetherness and wanting more connection and union. So that's what I'm hearing also, that you do not have to worry about family. They are safe, but also the family is getting bigger, and also uh, everyone's starting to see like the transformation. If you see butterflies on that transformation, everyone is a lot of people are waking up and almost um, it's almost like everyone's starting to see and walk the same path. So not being alone and having a bigger family. That's what I'm getting right there. Financial health again. Financial health is changing. You may want to, I'm hearing, look at your finances, but they're like, don't panic because it's just, you're just reviewing to see where you're going to get. I'm here, like, you're going to gain. Do not fret. Do not worry about any, the outside. They want fear. Do not fear. They want you to keep in the present because when you have your light, it flows much easier and you'll find, I'm hearing you'll find like if you need to save, you find ways to save, but not in the sense of losing things that you love either. Let's see. See again, someone is going to be in a committed relationship. If you're in a commitment, a relationship now, it is honored and being more committed and not. It's like um, the way they're showing it to me is that the relationship is what's the word I'm hearing? Complementary, like you complement each other, and it's a commitment. You're not alone. There's someone you can call up and say, "Hey," they will be there when you call them. Right? You need help, they're there. You don't have to fight. It's a union that's helping you continue forward. And I'm hearing also it's the people around you that are committing to you if you're in your needs. So that's why I'm saying you need to ask for help. Your boundaries are getting stronger. You're realizing you don't have to lower that bar any longer. You let people come to you, you're not going down. You're not settling any longer in your life. See, it brings you happiness. Stay the course. Do not detour your course and where you want to be. Stay the course. It brings you happiness. Let's see what the angels have to say. The angels to see what they have to say for the wisdom circle. Oop, they're jumping already. What did I say? This flew out, you guys. Stay the course. Stay your course. Do not detour from what you are. The things, the changes that you're making in your life, the things that you feel like, oh, I might have to let that person go. I need to change this. Stay your course. That's those things they're saying. Yeah, keep going. Don't detour. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. So if you're feeling like you're at the point like I should give up, things are not working out, they're not gonna no, they're saying do not put yourself in that state of mind. Keep it on your path. Stay the course. You have freedom coming. See, look, your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So if you're waiting for that phone call, you're waiting. I mean, I'm hearing you've been praying for certain things to happen, and they are. Do not detour. Stay the course. They are going to happen. Um, and it's all they're spending they're saying and divine timing, you know that it's in their divine timing. It's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. This is where you decide to, like, yesterday I'm like, hey, I'm gonna work. Nope, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna relax. I did, and it felt so good to finally not. And when I let go of that expectation, I'm missing, I should be working, I shouldn't, and just listen to spirit when they told me to lay down and just relax and get in bed and just enjoy being present. It was more freeing. I did not stress about, oh my gosh, because when I don't do that, when I stress about I have should be working instead of watching something, then that's the when it just my stomach starts turning a lot. But when I released it and I said, oh, I felt so good. I honestly felt really good to not worry because things will always they're gonna be taken care of. That's what I knew. And they were. And so just trust in that because look, this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream. And this is what I keep saying. Stay your course. Don't detour. If you're having the issues with certain things not coming when you expect them, it's not because um um you need it. It's because there's other players, there's other things that needed to be done for your highest and best good. Even a money flow, I'm hearing, even money flow. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. I know about you guys, but I'm getting a lot of angel numbers on my phone. Every time I look, and it's like, oh my gosh. And it's either after I am dealing with something or something we just finished talking about, and it turned around, it's 222, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, or certain numbers, and you're like, oh my gosh. So you can either find them in the feathers, like when you've been talking to spirit, you're asking, and all of a sudden you see a feather right in front of you, and like, where did this come from? That spirit saying, hey, we hear you. Okay. The coins, if you find coins around you, that's not just spirit, your ancestors, or your loved ones that passed leaving you messages. They're letting you know, we hear you, we hear you, we're going. Butterflies, you're seeing butterflies, the numbers, birds. I like, for me, when I know my my grandmother or my grandfather around, I always see doves, or the doves come, and I always say hi, I always say hi to them, and that's when I'm thinking about them. They'll land two, and it's always two, and I know it's them. um all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. If you're still fretting about certain things, it's all in perfect timing. If you wanted to complete something and it hasn't been completed, or something, a project is not work, it's all in perfect timing. It's going to, I really see things happening in movement, a lot of movement, because look at, welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that the source will heal your financial challenges. Things are moving not as fast as you may think you should, but they are going to be moving in an abundant way. Things are shifting and being more heart centered, and that's why things are going to be created, and the flow is going to be in much more alignment. What they're saying is, if you have been feeling that money hasn't been there and you're waiting on money, it is going to start flowing. Trust in that. You have already know that the money's there, but just certain things have to be done, and it's going to be flowing. Don't be surprised by the next week. You'll really get to hear by the end of the, actually, they're hearing the end of this week, you'll hear something. By the flow will start next week. um Trust in that. I really feel your intuition in that, and feel that it's going to start flowing. Let's see what Goddess Isis has to say. Oh, see what she has to say. Our messages for today. This Isis, please give us a message for the wisdom circle. What it needs to, the flow and energy message for them, the community. All right, here we go. Let's see what Isis has to say. Cartouche. I'm going to change my glasses. Choose to release that which would lower your vibration into fear. Come back to love. Stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Invoking the power of speech and words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth will work effectively for you. There we go. Goddess of 10,000 names. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity, and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates the help you need is already with you, urging you growth from within. So beautiful. Then we have High Priestess. A mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. Knot of Isis. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in the world, but you are afforded the power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. And this is not just, goddess Isis. This is your faith. This is the God that you call, your connection to your own God, who you believe in, yourself. This is also self. And that you're connecting to source in a way you have never been before, and that you're just when you do that, things are going to start to really move for you. The brother in darkness. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that you are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. You shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. So this is what is when you're actually in your heart, you move forward much faster in your life. You can see things actually clearer. You can pivot. You can realize, you know what? Really, you have control how everything affects you in your life. You have control on how you show up and react to it, or you can stand in there and you can act. And they're saying you can look at now everything and reflect. What is it teaching you? What did and every person that you've come in contact with, who you speak to, what part do they have in your life? What lesson did you want to, you can ask yourself these questions. What lessons did I want to hear and see, or to hear and feel and sense and everything to see, to observe in this world? And you can see this, and by asking that question, start asking yourself these questions, really, you can start to see the role that people play in your life and how you respond to it. You can start to let go of the anger if you are angry with someone. You can let go of shame if you are ashamed, because really you're asking these experiences, you're observing everything and being reflected. Someone may be acting a certain way, you're going to say something, but it's actually you were supposed to be part of that observation to learn, to be a part of that, to hold that space, not only for them but for yourself. So I'm asking for you guys to really stay in your heart center into love and not be afraid that's what's coming forward. Don't fear that money not being there. Don't fear that project not going to work out. Don't fear that, because we can create not working out, or we can decide that something better is going to happen in a different way. You might have to even look at what we, so when we actually calm down and not in our fear, and we in our heart center, we can actually see actually our projects getting bigger, expanding in our life. Everything starts to expand. How they showing it to me right now, they're reminding me when there was darkness and you shine that light, and I don't know if you've seen in movies where it actually when everything's all ugly and all of a sudden as the darkness starts to fade out, there's beauty underneath it. So they're asking you, shine your light away from those thoughts, those that energy, the people, and there's always beauty and abundance underneath it. So I just say, stay in grace and peace and love, and enjoy, find the joy in this journey, and enjoy this moment and this time. I love you guys and thank you. Continue on your path. Love you.